Hello everyone, it's Helen here with Helen. Thanks for joining me. I felt like I needed to make this video because a couple of days ago I had a doctor appointment and I really felt something on my heart, but I didn't feel like it was only for me. I felt like I was supposed to share it with all of you, and that is God saying, do not give up. Whatever it is that you're going through right now, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much you think it's never, ever, ever going to happen, do not give up now because he's working. And I really felt like I was supposed to share that with you because I know that we're going through a lot of hard things right now. I know that everybody is going through something, and some people are going through some really, really heavy things. But I really almost feel like this is a time of lifting, like, or his hands kind of lifting, and where there's going to be some clarity, there's going to be some healing, there's going to be some joy and peace. I feel like we're coming into a different season right now. I've seen it firsthand in my own life, and it's like kind of like, what? It feels really good. It feels really good right now. And I've talked to some other clients, and it's like they're going through some of the same things. Like, they're like, I don't know, where they're really feeling like God is working in their lives right now as well. And I'm just like, whew, this feels really strong. And the other day, I just felt like I was like, you need to make a video and you need to tell people it's going to be okay. Don't give up, because as long as you're believing, he is working, and he is working, and he's always working. And I have honestly seen miracle after miracle after miracle. So it's been really, truly nonstop. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie because that's not what we do on this channel. But it may not take 10 days. It may not take 10 months. It could take 10 plus years, because there was a time where death was knocking on my door for 10 plus years. And I mean, it was knocking. And so it couldn't take a really long time. And so one thing in this is that you have to trust God's timing. And I think that's where we get tripped up, is that we don't have patience. We don't want to wait. We most definitely don't want to go through pain and suffering and struggling and questioning, like, there's all these different things and emotions that we're feeling when we're uncomfortable or we're going through something. And obviously then the fear creeps in, and the enemy runs with fear. And so there's all these things, but I really feel like he was just like, don't give up and completely give it to me, and don't stop believing, because I know I've seen it. I seen it the other day at my appointment. I was there for my 6-month appointment, my breast exam, because I have to go every 6 months, because a couple years ago they found some bumps and lumps and masses. I had to have a partial mastectomy on my right side. And so I have to go for every 6-month checkups now. And at my last appointment, they had found some more bumps and masses and things. And so they're like, we need to see you in 6 months, and we'll just see, the changes, if there's any blood flow, how much it's grown. And I went into my appointment, but I can tell you, before I even went in, I felt really good. Like, I felt really good. Like, I just already know God's still just doing a good work in my body. He's just healing it. Like, my breasts aren't sore. They weren't tender. I couldn't feel any lumps. I'm like, I feel like this is gonna be really good. I thought, well, one, I said, this is gonna be really good, or I thought to myself, or it's gonna be really bad, because it feels so good. So I really was like, I don't know, but I'm gonna go with the good, because I'm an optimist. So I get my exam. The tech was just like, everything looks amazing. Like, I'm not seeing anything in here except for one lump. And she said, and it looks like it's shrunk from the last time you were here. And I'm like, cool. And then she said, one of the other masses, I can't even find it. And she was very thorough. And she's like, it's not here. But she's like, I got to call to Denver. I got to get on with the radiologist there. They're going to have to look at it, and I'll be back in the room in a few minutes. So I stayed in my gown. She came back a little while later, and she's just like, the radiologist is a little shocked, because that was there 6 months ago, and they want to know where that mass is. So if you'd like to go to Colorado, the radiologist wants to take another peek at you, but it's up to you. And in that moment, I just was like, no, I'm not worried about it. If you're not seeing it and you're not finding it and it's not there, I'm like, I don't need to go in for another diagnostic ultrasound. I'll wait 6 months and we'll just see what the body's doing. But to me, it was just a reminder of God's faithfulness and to not give up hope. Like, it's just like 2 years ago, I had lumps. I was having a partial mastectomy, and I've been faithful in going for my exams, my follow-up exams. And then all of a sudden it's just like, wow, one of them shrunk. You can't find the other one. I feel amazing. And it's proof. It's just like, God is working. He's always working. And even though you may have to go through some really tough things and some bad times, good times are to come, because I've seen that. I've seen that being sick for 10 years with a lot of different things. Acid reflux being one of the major things, as we all know, if you've watched my channel, but severe reflux, like couldn't function reflux. And then to see like the miracles that God performed within that 10-year span with just the reflux alone. And now I'm happy to say, which I'll be making a video on it here in the next couple of weeks, because I promised some people I'm going to, so I'm going to. But I'm 3 years PPI free now. I don't even take medication. And I was on medication for 10 years and I was on some pretty heavy doses of it. And just to see God turn that around, which I thought it was a miracle to be even alive during those 10 years and to make it out of the 10 years, let alone to be sitting here talking to you today and telling you I've been PPI free now for 3 years. And that, you know, obviously all this stuff with my breasts, they're so healthy right this second. And I'm like, wow, this is a miracle. For those of you who have watched some of my videos, you also know that I had breast implants for 13 years and I had breast implant sickness. And so it's such a thing. You should look it up. My body didn't respond well to the breast implants. And so they started to cause me to have autoimmune sicknesses and diseases. I didn't even know that it was my breast implants at the time, but I kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker, only to find out that my breast implants were what was making me sick in that moment. And so everything kind of was going hand in hand, but I got them out 7 years ago. I couldn't even believe it. I had to do the math. I was just like, when did I get them out? When I was 40? Because somebody asked me that the other day, like, when did you get those out? And I was like, I was 40. And I'm like, I'm 47. So that was 7 years ago. Feels like it was 7 days ago. I don't know. But I'm like, wow, 7 years ago. But did my breast implants cause some of the breast issues that I'm having? I believe it did. Okay. I believe it did. I mean, whether or not, I don't know. I haven't had a doctor say, yes, it's correlated. Usually doctors don't tell you that. I mean, every once in a while I'll get one who will be like, but usually it's kind of like, but I believe there was a correlation between having them for as long as I did. The breast implants were under the muscle. They were in there. Obviously, my body didn't respond well to having them anyways, because I had the breast implant sickness, the breast implant disease, and then having some of these problems. But regardless, my breasts are healing. God is healing me and he's always working. And so my point is you can get one really bad doctor report, or you can even get 15 or 20, or have people tell you like, oh, you're gonna have to be on this forever. Nope. I've came off things where doctors have told me I was gonna have to be on it forever, or you're gonna be struggling with this forever. Nope. Or you can't have this surgery because you have this other issue. Nope. Because I've seen like God defy all of that. Now, people and doctors, we're humans, we make our own educated guesses. However, I can tell you firsthand that God has the final say, and that therefore I do not want you to give up, because he is still in this process. And so just because you have one surgery or one bad report, or you're going through something that doesn't make sense and it feels like it's never going to end, it feels like it's the end of your world, it feels like it's the end of your life, it's like, no, he's got a plan. He's got a plan around the corner. I've seen it. I've been in relationships that have been horrendous, and then I've seen him reconcile things, and I've seen him just do the unthinkable. And so whatever it is, please don't give up hope. I feel like that's what I was supposed to tell you today. And he has shown me that he's just going to continue to help me, and he's going to continue to show up. And because that's who he is. He loves you, and he's faithful, and he cares about you, and he wants you to believe, and he wants you to have faith, and he's going to do a good work in the process. He's going to walk with you in the process. He's never going to leave you nor forsake you. That's a promise. He promises to be with you always at all times, no matter what you're going through. And even if he doesn't remove something, even if whatever it is that you're dealing with, a difficult spouse, pain from a loss, sickness, whatever it is, say that that's not removed immediately. He is with you in the midst of that. You can lean on him. He can love you through it. He'll protect you. He'll give you strength. He'll give you healing regardless, even if it's just taking away the pain, he'll comfort you through it. And so I've seen it all, and I'm not just here just trying to be a positive motivational speaker. I've I've lived it. And I really felt like I needed to share this, even if it's just one person watching this, like I needed to hear that today because it's true. And I felt like it was for you. It wasn't just for me. Like, yeah, I'm working. Look, see, I'm showing back up. I'm always here helping you out. But I felt it was like, go tell everybody else that I'm helping them. Go let them know that I'm still here and I'm still working and I'm still listening and I still care and I still love and I'm still going to perform miracles and this isn't it. And what you think is going to end you today is actually going to catapult you literally into something amazing. Maybe it's just you're going to be making a channel and you're going to be talking about the same things that I'm talking about. Because I had somebody tell me the other day who's really near and dear to me. They're like, I don't know. Like, so I was like, well, I feel like it's a blessing I've went through all this because then I get to share it with everybody. And they're like, I don't know, Helen, you've been through like a lot of stuff. I mean, I would rather have not had to go through that than to have to share it. And I'm like, I don't view it that way. So it's interesting how he'll even twist it and, get you to like, okay, look, I'm going to have you go through this. I'm going to heal you, but then you're going to get to go and share all this hope. And then you can help other people and you guys can lean on each other through this. And so if you have anything that you want prayers about, that you're like, I'm needing a miracle in this way, put it in the comment section. I would love to join you in that prayer. I know God is listening. I know he cares. I know he wants to help you. And again, like I said, it may not happen in 10 days, 10 minutes. It could take 10 years. It could take 20 years. I don't know. I don't know how long, but I know his timing's perfect. And so I will pray for you. I will join you in that prayer. And even if you've seen God show up like with something, anything as of late too, where you're just like, man, he's so good to me. Like he just doesn't stop. Put that there too, so that people can see that and they can be like motivated and encouraged and have some hope, because I do think that we all need each other right now. And, I feel like we go through these things so that we can help each other get through them. I know I have a lot of people reach out to me on acid reflux and different things. And I'm like, oh man, I remember when I was in that place. I remember going through that. And those were times where I felt like, man, this is going to kill me. I don't know if I'm going to make it through. I can't even function. And what kind of life am I living? And, the list went on and on. And then to be where I'm at right now, I'm just like, wow, God, that kind of love, it's just like, whew, like a God that would love you that much, that would just be with you through everything. It's just like, it's just like, really, it blows my mind. It truly blows my mind. So don't give up. I'm here with you. I'll walk beside you. We'll continue to just pray together and go through this all together. And I thank you for watching my channel. And I hope that this was for somebody today. So God bless and have a good afternoon. Bye.